Hi everyone, how are you all doing today? If you're new here, Melanie and I do a large variety of food hauls. I'm going to apologise for the noise straight away. There is about 5 houses on here, 4 or 5 that do nothing but exhibit antisocial behaviour and harassment. Now, even though the street is under investigation for antisocial behaviour by the community trigger team, we all got letters maybe 6 weeks ago. They've actually heightened the antisocial behaviour because they all feel they own the street, which is ironic because no one owns the street. Well, someone does. It's actually some builders that actually bought the land and actually still own the land. But they've took absolutely no notice, and they've actually got worse since these letters went out. So whoever's reporting the antisocial behaviour is probably going to have a lot of reports to file with what's been going on this street. So firstly, I want to apologise for it. I mean, the house that's causing it's about 100 foot from my house. And some of the noise that's been going on, you'd think there was about 50 people in my house. But, you know, obviously some people, you know, there's no words for it. Well, it's called selfishness, really, because there's young children in bed and they've been screaming and shouting like, you know, they're down some grubby nightclub. But, you know, guess what you have to put up with. I mean, this street used to be really, really nice until 2 years ago. So, just want to say I'm sorry for my neighbours. I can't stop them. Like I said, there's a group of them that think they own the street and they just do whatever they want and they have no consideration for the people like with dementia on the street, the young children, people with anxiety, depression, learning difficulties, like people with a nervous disposition. But anyway, so I have been to Aldi. Oh god, do you know what? I've got a banging headache and I was meant to take painkillers before I started this because I'm red hot from the sun, even though I wore a hat. Anyway, I've been to B&M. I don't have one of the items, but in this video, because, you know, some people are a little bit too nosy and a little bit obsessed with me and what I put on the internet. So I won't say what the other thing is, but I'm sure people will find out very soon. So I spotted these 50p. They're on offer for 50p. Now things like this are normally £2.50, £3, and I do wish I'd actually got more. I've never actually tried this particular one, but I'm probably going to like it. It's salted caramel. There was a plain one, but I wish I got two because I feel like they've been reduced because clearly they're not selling. And now they're making a profit at 50p each. If they are, why are they like charging whatever they're charging? That's the question. I got one of these. It comes with a spare one. Because in my cupboard, I've got a pack of 4 or 5 of these. And I used to use one of these all the time. And I've not used one in over a year. But I don't want to waste these. So I've got one. And I actually used to really like using it. So I'm glad that I've got one now. And I got a mini jar of Biscoff because mine ran out like 2 months ago. And it is nice on crumpets. Now there is something else which we actually wanted to get one last summer and they sold out, and I've got one now, and it's going to be tiring using it, but some things need doing. So yeah, now B&M did come to £14 and the thing that I'm not showing was £10, so these things came to exactly £4. So at Asda I spent £127.70. You'll find out why, because there was something that was very pricey. And £55.27 Aldi. Now some of the things I put in the fridge immediately when I came home, because I've had this shopping at home for about 5 hours by this point. Yeah, I went out with the dog, come back, I had a few things to do. I had to sit down, like, I've had too much sun. Like, I was only in it for like an hour and 10, had a hat on, but it was burning my back. Like, my back and neck is on fire. My front neck is on fire. Well, back of my neck and the front of my neck is on fire. And I don't feel great, so I have sat down. I have had a few things to do. But yeah, when I've shown you all this, I'm going to put all this away. I'm going to get the fridge stuff out. There's not much, like, you don't get much for your money. I got these last week. Oh my god, they're just good. I've had them before, but they're just so good. If you like strawberry, 100% recommend these. I got some lightly salted hand-cooked crisps. I wanted these last week. They didn't have, well, I couldn't find them, so I got my dad those mature cheddar and whatever ones. Eat Real Organic Lentil Chips. They've got a few packets left. I'm hoping they've got some next week. If not, well, I've had them for 3 weeks. Cheese bakes for my dad. He really likes them. And I got him these this week. And, of course, the cheese twists. Peri peri rice, because last week I had a lot of chicken with rice, chicken and vegetables, whatever. I actually should have got another couple of different rices. I didn't think, but I've got stuff in the cupboard probably. I've got loads of vegetables. Well, not loads, like I'm not a greengrocers or anything. This was on a middle aisle, spicy Mexican style. Oh, I do have 2 rices. Oh, God. It's half a time and I got half a packet of white rice open and half a pack of that curry rice thing that I got that wasn't very good. So who knows if I'll actually use that. But I got that. 2 cans of the tuna. Don't look at the top because I forgot to wipe it down. I used the can this week. So now I've got 3. But some weeks I'll probably eat 3 or 4 cans. Some weeks I'll eat 1. And then for weeks I don't have any. I've not had any herbal tea for weeks. And I was having like 1 to 2 a day. I was having a green tea every day. I've got the green tea by this brand. Is it the same brand? I think it is. And I keep forgetting to have green tea in the morning because I keep having coffee because I'm always bloody tired on my 4 to 5 hour sleep. But I spotted this and I've never had a cherry super tea. And it sounds good. I hope it's tasty. I hope it don't taste like wee or anything. So I got that. Some chocolate chips because I've got like 15 grams left because I should have 20 but I put too many on something that I've been using them on. Breakfast cookies. Which is basically bananas, oats, peanut butter which I forgot to get and we're completely run out. Chocolate chips, 20 grams in and 20 grams on top of them. Cinnamon. Am I forgetting something? Oats, bananas, honey, or whatever. Anyway, 2 packets of these. I've still got some left. I've got like maybe half a pack left. Cheap paracetamol in case I run out of Panadol. And also, I'll probably put I've got some in my dog walking bag. I was going to say I was going to put some in, but I prefer Panadol, but I used my last 2 Panadol. So I need to put some Panadol in because Panadol works a lot quicker and better. I spotted this today. They had a few different ones, but I'm hoping this is like a barbecue kind of scent flavour. Serves 4. I mean, obviously I'll be doing it for 1. But yeah, I thought I'd give that a try. It wasn't cheap. Well, it wasn't expensive. It was less than £2. Oh God, I've got a pain. I really want to get changed. This is the honey I've been using in the cookies. It's just the cheapest one they do. It's runny. It comes out very easily. Like, you know what I mean? It's good. By the way, there's 2 wraps missing. It's the wrap that I keep getting. I know I didn't film my food all last week, but there is a reason to that. And what was I going to say? There's 2 of them missing. There's a small bottle of Pepsi Max missing. And there's one of those, do you know, the instant oats in a pot? I gave that to my dad in case one day he's like, oh, I fancy breakfast. I also forgot to give him that, but he can take that Tuesday. Passata, because I opened one the other day. And there's not many of these left There's not many of these in Aldi. But it's on offer, so I've got one. Now we're on to Asda, so I've got Nurofen. And I had to get the cheap Panadol because the ones I only get aren't in stock. We'll just gloss over that. I got parcel tape the other day. I actually did film it. I need to put that up. I will get it up before I get this up. I forgot to take it back with me today, even though I left it in an obvious place. But I'm not paying $3.50 for it for what it's used for. If it was for parcels, then obviously, because it's probably stronger than this, but this is $1.50. These were the Gillette Venus that were on offer. I wanted the more expensive ones, but they weren't on offer. But at least the super cheap ones weren't on offer, because I was going to get whatever's on offer, but these are better than the cheaper ones. I got, again, I'm going to apologise for the noise because it has actually got louder. I've just been out the room because the dog's trying to steal stuff. 2, I think I said raw, well they are raw carrots, but I meant to say loose carrots. 3 red onions. I got Misfits because I didn't have her favourite ones in again. Cookies, dental sticks and mini jumbos. A bunch of bananas, 2 lots of grapes because it's 2 for £2 that I got. Black and red again. Caramel latte. I got chocolate rice cakes. 2 of these because it's 2 for £2 again. I got the bolognese twice. I got those bar things and I got salted caramel chocolate. I know mine are getting low, but I don't know how. I know mine are getting low, but I don't know how low. But I spotted them. I weren't even looking for them. And I was like, oh, I'll get them today because, you know, I'll probably run out and then forget to get some. Hot dogs for the dog. I got 2 of these and 1 orange lucasade. I've already had one of them because I've actually eaten already because it's like 7 o'clock at night now. 4 sports drinks. I think I've got 1 open that I took today. So I need to put that back in the fridge, and I've got a full one. Orange lucasade, which is probably my favourite. 3 for £3 on the small bottles of Pepsi Max, well, the 1.25. These were on offer for £1, so I got 2 of them. I think I got 4 because I couldn't get to them because the top layer had run out, but it was too heavy to lift up to get to the underneath, and I was struggling to get them out. So I got 4 of them, but I still have 1 from last week and 1 summer fruits. I got the vitamin drink, and I got a small Diet Coke. And I got the 12-pack of small water from Aldi because it's actually nicer than Asda. Shades coconut oil toilet rolls, 4. And crumpets. Now the thing that cost a lot of money, I mean it was £60, it wasn't super massive amount of money, is the George Home digital air fryer, digital display with touchscreen panel, variable temperature control, 6.2 litre removable basket, 8 preset functions, non-stick, blah blah blah. So I've been wanting to get a air fryer for ages. I really despise putting the oven on, but I do have to put it on sometimes. But the main issue is my dad, he will come in and he'll put the oven on and it takes like 10-15 minutes to heat up, and sometimes he won't put anything in for half an hour to an hour. So obviously that's going to use a lot of electric, and then he'll put his food in and the timer will be going off. He'll cancel the time and the food starts to burn. He'll eventually come and get it. It is like burnt, but he'll still eat it. It's not like black, but it's like very overcooked. But he can have the oven on up to 2 hours at times. There's been times where he's put it on for an hour and a half before he's put his food in. And our electric bill for the first time ever is bigger than the gas bill. So he has been using the deep fat fryer a lot, and he's been shoving things in you probably shouldn't shove it in. I mean, I think the oil needs changing, but I forgot to get some oil to change. We have changed it once. Well, I've changed it. So I'll have to change it next week. And I was like, I'm going to have to get an air fryer. But the one that I want is, I think it's, well, I'm not going to say what it is because people, there's someone that, well, I get copied by, you know, and I don't want to be copied. So the one that I wanted had £50 off, and I was like, oh, popped in B&M because that's where it was on offer. And obviously there was none on the shelf, and the others that they had in B&M I didn't really want, but I'd already researched this one because I'd been on the George website and I'd looked to see what they had. And I was just going to get the standard small one for now until I got the one that I've wanted for ages. But then I've seen the reviews on this one, and the reviews on this are like, I'd say 95% 5 stars. It's quite a big one, so you can shove a couple of things in the drawer. Obviously the one that I want's got 2 compartments, but I'm going to do with this, I mean, you know, you could put 2 things in it. If they take different times to cook, you can just put the one, like another thing in later if you want to. It's just going to like save time and money and not have the oven on too much, because the oven's just, I try to buy stuff that I don't have to use the oven, but I am using it a couple of times a week, which is better than every day. I mean, I don't think I use it every day anyway. So now I'm going to have to change my kitchen tops around because I want this where I've got the toaster, but where the toaster's got to go, there's a lot of, do you know when you just have a section in your house where you just dump loads of crap? Well, there's a buddy right next to where the dryer is, we're in front of this area. Well, I'm not going to show it yet. My NutriBullet's up there, but there's loads of shit up there. I mean, so I need to clear it so I can put the toaster over here, so this can go where the toaster is basically, which is what I want to do. Right, we're on the final part. I actually forgot this in the last part. I've actually had one before I went on the dog walk. I was bloody hungry. I saw these advertised somewhere this week online. Don't know where. And I was like, if I remember, I'm going to get them. Because you know me, the way I feel, well, for the last God knows how many months, I literally forget my name if, like, I didn't know it for as long as I've, well, saying that, I found paperwork when I changed my name a couple of times by deed poll. Anyway, but yeah, like, I just keep forgetting everything, like, I keep losing everything, and that's not me at all. So I thought I'm going to forget, but something reminded me when I was getting close to that section, And I didn't know they also do Victoria sponge version. I don't know if they're new or if it's just this flavour, but it was nice. When I was a teenager, from the age of maybe 14, 15 until I was about 20, 21, carrot cake was my all-time favourite cake. I still like it. I rarely ever get it because I rarely ever get cake. Do you know what I mean? But it is really nice. I would recommend this. They are $2.50 though. Then in Asda, so we're at Asda now. Simply chicken tenders. I've never had these before. Asda was packed. It was like no one works. Like literally, it was like not as bad as Christmas, but it was hectic. There's a lot of things missing on the shelves. I didn't know what I wanted. Obviously, how I feel at the moment, like I don't even know what day of the week it is most of the time. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's just difficult. So I just spotted these. I thought it's a bit different to normal chicken, which you'll see I got in a minute. But these will do me a couple of days, maybe 3 days. I mean, I don't even know how much is in here. Like, who knows? But it's just a bit different for me. I do like to get different things. Now, I did get this last week. I think it's $6.70 or something. $5.70, $6.70. But it worked the best quality chicken. There was like gristle in it. It just worked great. But they didn't have any like more expensive ones. So it always has a good date on, and that's what I like about it. I did get a full-size cucumber. My dad wanted cod in like breadcrumbs. In Aldi they had the cheap ones, you know, they're like the super cheap ones, you know, like they've got like the normal range one, the super cheap ones, and sometimes they'll have a slightly expensive one. All they had was a pack of 4 the really cheap ones, which are more breadcrumb than fish. And I was like, I'll see what Asda've got, and this is all Asda had. Now I've had these before, and I'm not a big strong, like I don't like strong fish, and these are stronger than cod and like things like that. But I know he'll like them. They do have Tuesday's date on, so these were gonna have to be the things he has like first. Back to Aldi, I got a sweet and crunchy salad, and it's got Monday's date on, so I'm probably gonna open it tomorrow or Sunday. And I'll have it over 2 days with my lunch, like whether it be chicken or tuna. But I really like these. I used to get this all the time. It just has a rubbish date, and I even looked in the, you know, like they have them like are they called baskets, where they lay them in whatever those plastic containers are, and they all had the 8th on, so it worked great date wise. Pepperoni pizza for my dad because he asked for a pizza. Now these are okay. They're not amazing. It's not gonna be the best pizza you ever have, but I just got this, and I had a barbecue chicken one earlier. The dog did eat probably a good third of it because they're not great, but it did its job. He asked for fish cakes as well, and I grabbed these because they had a good date on. Corned beef, I did get 4 of these, but I'm not getting 4 out the fridge because literally I've got to go and put it back in the fridge. They didn't have this last week, but I had mine last week because I still had it. It is really good. It's probably the nicest strawberry mousse I've ever had. I will try the lemon at one point, but I'm not a lemon dessert fan in like typically, but I do like lemon, and I've heard it's really nice and refreshing. Obviously, like I struggle to have these at breakfast time, so I've not been having these as a breakfast. That's a breakfast. They're a breakfast, and then salted caramel flavoured milkshake. These are always super runny, but salted caramel, I mean, everyone probably knew I got salted caramel. And then I got that. Now, I did also get a hanging basket from Asda. It's got purpley flowers in. It's a summer mix. It doesn't tell you what flowers are in it. It's in like a proper basket. It's already hung up. It's been hung up since I came home. I've already watered it. And it was only about £6. I'm thinking of getting a second one because I do have 2 hooks in the back garden. I was initially going to put them out front. I got topiary bowls out front, and I was going to put the topiary bowls out back until like the flowers die, which will be months away. If I do get a second one, I'll be tempted, but they're quite small to hang out front. Like I would want big ones if I had them out front. But yeah, it looks really nice, and you know, I can't have flowers down low in the back because I did have 2 rose plants by the back door. But I've got a husky who decided to eat the flowers off, eat the leaves, chew up the branches and dig in the mud. Well, it's not mud, but you know what I mean. So they're actually going to go out front because I bought 2 trays of flowers from Aldi. One with marigolds. I've already got a pot out front that's going to be emptied out. I actually need to. My dad thought we had soil. What's it called? It's not called soil. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. I can't... compost. Oh, whatever it's called. The mud that you buy that's not mud. What the hell is it? Why is my brain not... Well, anyway, my brain hasn't worked for months because of what I'm subjected to. I mean, you've probably heard some of it during this. But, yeah. But last summer, a little husky that doesn't have a name, we'll just pretend it wasn't mine, ripped the bag open, and then I basically filled some holes in the back garden that she dug. So we do actually need some. So I might get it this weekend or Tuesday, because I've got a pot out back that's a plastic one. There's one out front that's gonna... The one out front's gonna have the marigolds in. I actually do need to get some more plants anyway. I've got 2 terracotta ones. They're going to go by the front door. And the other pack of flowers that I got, I think they were chrysanthemums and the pink or purple. Can't remember. It's one of those though. But I do need to get some more. But I do have 2 terracotta pots that used to have rose plants in. And they need to be completely emptied out. And then I've got a plastic big plant pot out front that's going to stay there, but it's going to be emptied out, and we're going to have the marigold in there. And I've got another plastic one, which I think, to match, I'm going to... They are different shapes, so I did get them from B&M, and they only had one of the ones in the square one, so I had to get a round one, even though I wanted 2 square ones. But anyway, I could get another square one or a round one. Anyway, so I'm going to get marigolds so they both of those planters match, and then I'm going to get another one of the... what's it called? The chrysanthemums. So then I can have chrysanthemums in the 2 terracotta pots, and then in the 2 plastic pots, marigolds, so then they match. But they're basically all going out front because there's a little husky that would just dig them out the pot. I don't know, I'm laughing, but that concludes the shopping haul. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. If you're new to the channel or you watch my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell notification button to get an alert when I upload next. God knows when I'm going to upload next, obviously with what I'm being subjected to. Like I said, some of it's going on now. I mean, it constantly goes on, like, you know, this and other stuff. And there's other stuff going on, and yeah, I can't talk about a lot of things, but wheels are in motions and things are going to hopefully get sorted out. But yeah, any questions, let me know. If you're new to the channel or you watch but you want to subscribe, please subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell notification button to get an alert when I upload next, whenever that might be. Have I already said this? Oh god, if I have, I'm going to keep it in just to show you this is how I feel. Like, I can't remember what I've said like 5 seconds ago. So have a great week, have a great month, have a great whatever. I need to go. Thank you for watching, everyone.